My name is Adrian Jones. I'm 42 years old. I served 14 and a half years in federal prison. Upon my release, I was homeless, couch surfing with relatives. My probation officer suggested that I go to Pathways for counseling with depression. I met Autumn. She changed my life. She immediately she made me comfortable because my past life I had to stay on defense. And once the walls came down, the work started. And I was telling my story, and she introduced me to Colleen Miss Sexton as far as to find employment. And it was a long, hard road. But she never gave up on me, and then Autumn introduced me to Andrea. And she helped me find somewhere to live. With all three of them, they never gave up on me. They kept on pushing me to keep on fighting because a lot of doors were slammed because of my record. And then I had tragedy hit me multiple times with the death of my mother, my grandmother, and my cousin. And the one thing that sticks out, the day of my mother's funeral, Miss Sexton and Autumn called me to make sure I was all right, and that meant a lot. And one thing I want people to know that these all three of them, a lot of the stuff they did wasn't in the job title. It was because they wanted to. So eventually, I found somewhere to stay, our apartment, by the grace of God, and still didn't have no employment. And that was another hurdle. I want people to know that so many doors was closed, but Miss Sexton did not give up. Then I get a phone call, and it was like God just handed it to me. It was perfect for my situation that I had going on in my life. And I don't know what I'd be without these three women. And the one thing that sticks out is before my mother died, because I talk about these three ladies, she was at peace. Because she knew that they had my best wishes. My best intentions. I want everybody to know that they will give you everything you need to progress in life, but you gotta apply it. You gotta, when the door is closed, you gotta keep on fighting and don't give up. And the craziest thing, I never met these people in my life, but when I wanted to give up, they didn't give up. So how can I give up on myself? So long story short, they will give you everything you need to succeed, but you got to apply it. You got to keep on fighting because doors are going to get closed, especially if you got a record. If you're a felon or, so just keep on fighting. And they're going to be there every step of the way.
Listen to Adrian talk about how we've all impacted his life. I don't think he realizes how much he's impacted our lives. Getting to know him, I've enjoyed it so much working with him. He makes me laugh. I'm always, before looking for jobs and trying to find the right one, and if I got discouraged not finding the one or finding it quick enough that I thought I should be doing, he would boost me up. He would bring me up and say, "It's coming, we'll find it." He's made a big difference in my life in terms of an employment specialist. He's made me step up my game. He looks at the challenges that he thinks he's had as barriers, but I looked at those barriers as challenges that I wanted to overcome for him. Made me dig a little bit deeper, keep calling employers, finding out, what kind of good candidate they were looking for. When the people he's working for now called me this summer, and they were like, we've got a part-time position for someone who would want to be cleaning after hours, working independent. Do you have a good candidate? And I said, yes, I have a very good candidate. But I got to ask him first. So when I called him, he was all excited and just overjoyed. We both were. We just feel like, and we both like to talk. It was a God moment. That it was timing. The doors just had to open right. And it fell into place. They are the best employees or employer for Adrian. They're all about second chances. And I talk to them about every other week. They talk about how grateful they are to have him working with them. He's part of their family. They said he works very hard, never has any complaints. Very proud of Adrian. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of the person he's helped me to become. I think he's helped me to become a better employment specialist.
I think in working with Adrian, one of the things that, we often as employees always wonder, like, are we benefiting our clients? Are we really helping them? And I think that with his motivation and his dedication to making his life better, it really shows us that he's, that we're helping, because we often wonder if we're really helping, if that's really happening. Like, we do this all the time, but I think it just kind of reassures us. And as a therapist, I haven't, been a therapist almost 4 years now, but he taught me a lot of things about his culture and different things that he does. I've never worked with someone who had just served 13 years in prison. 14. And so there were a lot of different new and different obstacles for me as well. I mean, it didn't worry me or bother me, but I mean, he taught me a lot in that aspect. Is like, how do I work with someone like this? So I mean, even in the sessions, I would ask him questions, and I just feel like he was very helpful with teaching me what that looks like for him and other people. And I mean, I really appreciate that.
Working with Adrian has taught me to be a little more patient. We went to look at one apartment, it had been inspected, and that just didn't work out, and he didn't stress over it. He didn't get in a big fuss. So just learning to be just a little more patient. Another thing that I liked about Adrian was just how humble he is. He genuinely appreciates everything that everybody does for him, no matter how big or small, and just well-rounded, overall good guy.
I just like to thank Pathways for the programs and most importantly, my 3 angels that saved my life. They never gave up on me. They didn't know it, but they inspired me to. I got a job now, and I have a place, but they inspired me to keep on going and to help people that was in my situation. So I'm grateful.